Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's Beer Reviews. Tonight I've got a beer for you from the Brooklyn Brewery, producers of probably my favourite lager. This one is a bottle of their Summer Ale. Brooklyn Summer Ale coming in at 5% ABV. Brooklyn, of course, brewed in New York. Plenty of information on the bottle. It says, from beaches and barbecues to stoops and rooftops, summer in Brooklyn is all about following your impulses. Brooklyn Summer Ale is a refreshing, flavourful, pale ale made for warm weather adventures. British two-row barley adds breadiness, while German and American hops bring a clean bitterness and bright floral aroma. It's a sunny pale ale, Brooklyn style. Yeah, I've never tried this one before. Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops and yeast. Yeah, never tried this one before. I'm a big fan of their lager. I spotted this in my local Waitrose. It was on offer because it's just been reintroduced. I'm assuming that we only get it seasonally here. And seeing as it's been another lovely sunny warm day here, I'd crack into it. So yeah, let's get it out. And before I do that, there is the bottle cap. Slightly different from their usual sort of gold and green lager bottle top. So yep, let's get it out, see what we get. A little bit of smoke on the opening there. Let's get it into a glass. Go. Very jubbly. Might leave that there. And there is the Brooklyn Summer Ale. Certainly pale, straw colour, quite light in colour. Maybe the slightest haze in it. Decent levels of carbonation, as you can see. Slightest head on it, not much. It's disappearing quite quickly. Now let's get a smell. Quite fruity, quite a citrusy smell to it. Not much in the way of hops on the smell. It smells quite fresh. Quite a sweet citrusy nose. But I'm not getting much else. My nose has been playing up the last couple of days. I'm now wondering whether my sinuses are a bit crap. I'm not getting much other than a kind of a sweet citrusy note. I'll have a taste. Cheers, guys. Not a lot going on with that. There's a little bit of citrus there, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of lime. There is a bit of malt. Quite a malty beer. Not particularly sweet with the malt. You get that initial citrus, and then you are getting it's got quite a smooth mouthfeel. It's quite nicely carbonated. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it. There is the citrus. There is a nice bit of malt to it, and you're getting a slight hoppy taste on the back end. Nothing major. It's very refreshing in the same way that their lager is. Yeah, bit of citrus, bit of bready malt, and a little bit of hop. It's got it has the three elements to it. It's got the initial citrus taste. It's got a bit of malt and it's got a little bit of hop, but it doesn't do any of them particularly well. It's quite refreshing. It's very easy drinking. I could probably do a few of those. It's quite enjoyable. But there's not a great deal to write home with it. You know, I'm not sure I would go out of my way to buy this one again. It is. I think it does what it's meant to do. In the fact that it's a summer ale and that they're probably aimed towards, you know, going to a bar and having a few. It does that quite well. I can imagine drinking a few of those. You know, it has that very light drinking mouthfeel to it. But it is actually 5%. So even then, for it to be a sessionable one, you'd probably want it to be a little bit lighter than the 5%. But flavour-wise, there's not much going on with it. It's like I say, it's citrusy, nice malt, and then a very subtle hoppiness at the back end, very subtle bitterness from the hops at the back end. But there's none of those three elements that particularly jumps out at you. You know, it's not a very memorable beer. Memorable? Can't get my words out. It's not a particularly memorable beer. It's not one that, you know, a few months down the line I'm going to remember what it tasted like. Do you know what I mean? It's not spectacular. It's not bad, but it's not spectacular. It's nicely made. And I say there is a little bit going on there, but nothing major. You do kind of getting that kind of Lidl syndrome with it, where they've kind of held back. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting with this. I feel like they've kind of held back a little bit on the ingredients. But again, that was probably the idea. Like I mentioned with the summer ale thing, you know, drinking a few of them. So it's nice. It's an okay pale ale. I'll give it a score. I'll give it a 6, I think. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 for Brooklyn Summer Ale. Coming in at 5%. Yeah, Waitrose have just started selling this again for the summer season. So, yeah, go out and have a go, see what you think. But, yeah, 6 out of 10 for Brooklyn Summer Ale. Yeah. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to review. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.